we're heading out to an island today. We're going to be staying overnight. I've got the kayak on top of the car, got my gear packed in the boot and all around the car here. So see you on the kayak. Okay, so I'm here at the beach now. Kayak's loaded up, ready to go. That is the island we're heading for over there. What I'm going to do is go around this way around the island, and there's a second island in behind this one, and hopefully we can hit that one today and see what it's like. So get on the kayak, we'll head out and get around here now, see how we get on. We're making good progress, currently in the water about 15 minutes. Got launched at about 1:30 there. So we're going to continue and try and get around this point up here. You can see that, and around. Depends how choppy it is out here. It's a bit choppier than I thought it would be, to be honest. Resort to plan B, because it's way too, up around this point is way too lumpy and choppy here. Far lumpier than I thought it would be. So when you get turned around and head back, hopefully we'll be able to get landed on that stony beach. Oh, that's getting pretty wavy here now. I think there's a bit of a shallow bank underneath me here too, so that's possibly why it's choppy here as well. But this is not enjoyable. We'll get into that wee beach and we'll be safe enough. Okay, so I think this stony beach landing is going to be perfectly doable. I was going to go between those rocks, but it looked very wavy just between that rock and that rock. It's occasionally getting quite white. I think I can get a path around in here, and it looks quite calm on in then, so we'll try that. Yeah, this looks good. This is perfect. I couldn't have asked for better. Ah, woo. We're going to get this boat tied up now before the tide comes in too far and it'll be drifted away. Not sure how this is going to work out, but we'll give it a go. We're going to pull this boat up the shore. Oh well, we got it up. I should be well off the tide now. I wouldn't normally pull my boat along stones like that, but these are pebbles, big ones, and they're perfectly round and smooth, and they're almost like act like rollers. don't think it'll do any damage to the bottom of the kayak. But anyway, that was a good workout there. We'll get it tied off somewhere and then we'll go and get out of this garb here, out of this stuff, and we'll get exploring, get something to eat because I'm pretty hungry. Okay. So I'm currently heading across to the other side of the island now, to this other beach, see if I can find a decent spot. I know that for a fact there's a spot where I camped on here last year, but I might try a different place. It's very sandy up there, but it's good, so it's always a last resort. But I'll get across to this beach anyway, which is just over the hill here now. So that's the other beach there, and if you look across there, that's the island that I was hoping to get to, and it's very, very calm in there that you can see, but out round that point was just so rough, there's just no getting around it. It's a pity. Maybe next time though. I'm looking over here, I'm thinking over there may be good for camp spots, but I need to get it set up pretty quick. It's 4 o'clock now, so the evening's getting on and I'm getting hungry. I need to get water as well. There's a water source over there that I know of, but it could take me a while to find it. Yeah, it's a really, really nice place, as you can see. Anyway, we'll go on and we'll find a spot and get the tent set up. I'm just heading up around to the point of the island, to the place where I had to turn back, and I just spotted this big guy. You can see it there. It's a big cruise liner or a big ferry. Either way, it's big. I've spent the last hour, I would say, yeah, it's 5 to 5 now, hiking over to the end of this island and back with the pack on, which was a mistake. I should have left it off here and just went over there and checked, because that pack got heavy. Some kind of magic pack. Anyway, I made it back. I would say it must have done at least 3k. I went right over to the top of that hill up there and back. I thought I would have found a spot somewhere, but anywhere there was a spot, it was too far from the beach or anywhere to get wood for a fire, so that was a problem. So I'm back here, back where I started basically, but I can't complain. It's going to be a hell of a view. And here is where I'm going to camp or pitch my tent, so that's pretty good. And the water source isn't too far from here if I can find it. It's been a day of disasters. Can't take another hit today. Anyway, we'll get the tent up, we'll go and get water, and then we'll get some grub. Time to go and get some water. Go and try and find this water source. Well, it's now 6:30, so I must have been traipsing around for about another hour looking for that water source or that well, and I could not find it. I think the one that I found last year was dried up, but then very, very luckily I seen a couple of locals here, and I seen a guy up on the edge of the cliff hauling up a rope, and he was coming down with 2 big balls of water. So yes, I found the well, and this makes me a very happy camper. It's just in there. Trust me when I say that's some delicious looking water. And it's very close to the tide getting up at it here, so I better get it before the tide comes in any further. Oh man, I could not tell you how much I need that cup of tea there. That was a long time coming. I had a scour along the beach and that was all the driftwood that I could get, so that's not a very good sign. But I will check the other wee beach after I get a cup of tea and something to eat, because I just can't think straight. I'm too hungry and too thirsty. It's getting late now too, it's 7:30, so it's going to be dark in about an hour and a half, 9 o'clock. I just poured that other cup of water, let it cool, just so I have some liquid to drink. So I've decided to come inside to the tent here, because the midges and wee flies and stuff are getting serious out there. They're actually starting to flipping come in here now too. I'll tell you one thing, this is the most satisfying cup of tea I've had in a long, long time. Oh, you couldn't imagine how nice that is. Just see somebody down the beach here now. I might bring my wee fire closer to the entrance of the tent here to get a wee bit of smoke, keep these flies away. Okay, so feeling much better now after having about a litre of tea and a scone. So energy levels are back again. I'm going to go out now, check this other beach, have a quick scour for some wood. Hopefully you can find some, keep some kind of wee fire going tonight. Not that I really need it, it's warm enough, but just a bit of heat to dry my clothes out and stuff. My shoes are absolutely soaked. I think my boots have just about had their day. Anyway, I'll go and check. Hopefully there's a bit of wood over here of some description. As you can see, it's getting pretty dark now. The tide's starting to head back out again. It's currently 9:15. So I think if I get some wood, and I might make a wee stew, eat that, and that'll do me for the night then. Try and get an early night and have a better day tomorrow, hopefully. Not that today was a bad day, but it was a tough day, that's for sure. Just didn't exactly go to the way I planned it. Well, things are proving a bit more fruitful here anyway. Still quite lacking, but definitely I should be able to get enough to keep me going for the night on tomorrow morning. And the kayak's still there and it's okay as well. Yeah, anyway, we'll get this wood back to camp now. I don't know if you can see the wee tent up on the hill there. Might be hard to see in the dark. Anyway, I'll get some more wood and we'll head on back. That's a decent haul of firewood there now. Should keep me going for the night and hopefully for breakfast tomorrow morning. With the wee fire there just set. just in front of the door. It should keep the midges and the flies out, hopefully. It's turned out to be a very nice night now, very calm and everything else. So it's all good. I was hoping it would be a nice clear night tonight. That we might have seen some stars or got some nice time lapse of the stars or something, but yeah, doesn't look likely. Anyway, that's the way it is. Alright, I'm going to get this wee stew on the job here. A couple of potatoes, carrots, leeks, and there's an onion floating about here somewhere too. I might stick a bit of that in. These potatoes are not as good as I thought they were, but yeah, I think I'm going to have to ditch them altogether. Oh dang it. No potatoes then. I'll just have to go with leeks and carrots. Yeah, steak time now. That seems like a reasonable amount of steak there. I think the rest can go to the fish. I won't be able to keep that overnight because it's going to attract God knows what, and it's going to go off anyway. To the fish it goes. They'll enjoy it. So just onion, carrot, leek and steak. I think it's a, what is it? Sirloin steak. Good job. Hopefully I should have enough dry small wood for cooking this up, but if not we can always resort to the wee gas stove. Anyway, I'll come back when this is all cooked up and we're in the tent and eating it up and stuff. Okay, so I've decided to go into cheap mode a bit here and get the gas stove out. The wee burner out there is just not cutting it tonight at all. I just don't have enough fuel that's the correct dryness for it. It could literally take me 2 hours to cook this stew at that rate of going. And I'm a bit too tired for that tonight, if I'm honest. We'll get this wee baby fired up. Baby on here. Alright, I think that stew's been cooking for just about long enough. Currently at 11:30. These kind of things you can never really cook them or boil them long enough, but I'm not waiting here to 12 o'clock at night. Let's see how this tastes. Not bad, and full of goodness. I'm going to eat this up, and then I think I'm going to have a cup of tea and a well-deserved piece of chocolate, and then get to sleep. The tent is currently absolutely filled with the crane flies. And moths and earwigs. There's an earwig there. Dangling precariously above where I'm going to be sleeping. I don't mind the moths and the crane flies and other flies, but I don't really like those earwigs. I kind of prefer if they if that guy wasn't up there. But anyway, that's all part of sleeping in an old style tent. Alright, I've got the stew finished. I actually went outside for a while and ate it out there until it started raining and I came back in. But now I'm going to have last wee bit of tea. And I'm only having it really because of this bar of delicious mint flavoured chocolate. Oh man, it smells nice. Yeah, tastes nice too. I must say the wee gas stove has been a bit of a godsend today. I've never had a problem before with finding driftwood on a beach, but today was a definite exception. Did get some driftwood, but very little of it is dry enough to be able to cook with. I took some in tonight. Show you there. Just to make sure I have some dry stuff for the morning. Alright, that's me finally in the bed. So say goodnight from me and all my bug friends in here. Moths, spiders, earwigs, crane flies, beetles that I've seen running around, snails, slugs. I don't think I'm leaving anybody out. Yeah, there's a big earwig up there, right above my head. Anyway, I don't think he's going to come down out of there anytime soon. But yeah, night night everybody. See you in the morning. Hey everyone, morning time. It's 20 to 9. Had a pretty good sleep, I gotta say. I was out like a light, I have to say. Sound of those crashing waves out there sent me to sleep in no time. I'm looking around here and all those flies and moths and things seem to be just gone. I think I only woke once last night with the sensation of something crawling on me, like a fly on my head or something. So that wasn't too bad. Yeah, there's one, I see one crane fly up there, but that's it. Honestly, there must have been about 20 of them in here at least last night. So where the hell have they all gone? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be raining that way. It was kind of a drizzle on and off all night, but everything seems to be dry in here apart from the kind of dew. Yeah, we'll get up, see what it's like, get some tea and stuff and our breakfast, and we'll get at it. Look at this for a view. That is a great morning. There's no wind that I can feel here anyway. It looks calm out both sides. But looking out here, between these two islands out here, I'll show you now. Just out there, looks to be quite a current there, because there is no wind, but there's a significant ripple out there. I did notice that the last time I was here too, so I just don't know what way that must be, like a sort of a rip current. I'll show you again. Just there. Don't know how well you can see that. But anyway, great morning. This is what it's all about. 9:20 now. Get some tea and then we might maybe go and see if we can catch a fish. Decided to have a wee scone with my tea. I'm gonna have this and then I think we'll go and try and catch a fish maybe. Oh, we have one. Oh, he's a big one. Yeah, a big pollock. Get him up now. He's up. Oh, he didn't come off. We'll get him out of his misery straight away. A very decent fish there. It's a pollock, around two pound I would say. A nice size for eating. I gave him a knock over the head there, so he was dead straight away. I don't like leaving fish to just basically suffocate, because it's just not a nice thing to do. Caught on a little strip of mackerel. Yeah, it's going to be good. Alright, I've got the fish filleted, I've cut up here. I'm just going to do them in a bit of, fry them up in the pot. I'm going to use the gas just to keep an even heat and get this done quick. A bit of flour, bit of salt, sprinkle that over it. Putting them on a rock like this in the sun is a good way to sort of dry it out. And I have a wee burner there beside it just for a bit of smoke to keep the flies away. But what I've also noticed is when you put the fillet skin down on the stone, it sucks out the moisture straight away, and it makes the skin much easier to remove. Pop the fillets into the bag of flour, shake around, and then we'll drop them in the oil then and fry them up. First one in. Oh yeah. Try this, see how it tastes like. Oh yeah, perfect. Some cheese and some garlic mayo. Well, that's the lunch over. One last cup of tea before we go, and a nice bit of that chocolate from last night. I didn't eat the whole bar, and then I might have a wee rest then for half an hour. Packed up and hit the road. That's the kayak all packed up, ready to go, ready to get out in the water. I was starting to panic a little bit when I was up in the tent there having a snooze. All of a sudden it just sounded very, very windy. I was thinking, hang on a second, it's time to get out of here. This could get bad, but it seems to be okay around here anyway. So, the tide is itching to get me out there. It's on its way in. It's now 4:20. Hopefully I should be back in at the pier in around 5. Bye bye lovely island. It's been a blast. Currently a wee boat there coming past me. That's the wee passenger ferry that goes out to the island just alongside me. I'm giving them a pretty good race at the minute with the wind behind me. The beach is in sight, pier's in sight, and the ferry's in sight. That's the wee ferry, only the last passenger's off it there now. So I'll get the landed, get the gear off the kayak, get it up to the car, and then get the kayak up. Make it as light as possible because of a dodgy enough wee hill to get the kayak up now. Anyway, chat to you up in the car. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, see you in the next one.